All right, you guys, today you about to learn how to replace an oil pressure sensor on this is a '07 Impala, but it pretty much is the same for a '07, '08, '09, blah, 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 blah. This is a 3900 motor, so let's get into it. All right, you guys, so pretty much what you do, it's a shield right here, it's a silver shield right here and right here, so it's two bolts, one right there and one here. You take those out, take those two out, and you take two out back here. Then remove the shields, which is over there. I'm currently already doing stuff, but so that's why it's already disassembled. But as you can see, the connector is right there. I already took it off. Now let's see if I can get you a view of the sensor. You probably can't see it because it's super dark, but the only thing you have to do is literally put your hand down here and just reach. You literally feel it with your first two fingers. It's literally right there. It's big and fat, you can't miss it. So what you're gonna need is an oil pressure switch socket. A regular socket is not gonna work. Maybe you can use a sensor socket, but it depends on the size. But I know for sure an oil pressure switch socket is gonna work. So you need to grab one of those. If you don't have one, you most definitely need that. And then you're gonna need two extensions, just like this. So your tool is gonna look like this. Two extensions and the socket that I was telling you about. So take these and I'm gonna show you how to use it. So what you do is take your tool, slide it up under here, just like so. Then you're gonna go behind it. It's just gonna be pretty tough to get back there, but you're gonna have to. So you're gonna go behind it and get your tool up in there. So once you get it on there, what you pretty much gotta finagle your way on there. Is no real way to see it unless you have some great lighting, which I don't have for you guys on this video, unfortunately, but you most definitely can feel it. 9 times out of 10 doing mechanics jobs is mostly feeling, not really seeing, so you gotta see by touching, if that makes sense. So once you get it on there, just go ahead and put your ratchet on there, just like so. Go ahead, loosen it off. Now make sure you put an oil catch can under there, because you are going to lose some oil, and make sure you have your new sensor on standby so you can immediately put it in there. So once you get your new sensor, which is right here, comes with a little donut. Go ahead, take that donut and press it over your sensor, just like so. So it should look like that now. Then you just screw it on there and off you go. Also, while you're doing this, make sure you disconnect the battery. So once it's pretty loose, you can kind of take your tool off and do the rest by hand. All right, you can hear the oil coming out. There we go. This is what your sensor is gonna look like here. It's kind of old and worn out. So now what you want to do is, after you take your old sensor out, you have to finger feed. That's what we call finger feed the new sensor into the spot. Don't put it in there. Don't put it in the socket and then try to tighten it down. No, just feel for the hole. Put the socket with the new sensor into the hole by hand. Start threading it by hand first, and then put your socket on there and tighten it down. So that's very important, because you don't want to cross thread it. And also be prepared for the oil to come out, and you might just have to add a little bit of oil into the engine afterwards. tighten it down. Once you tighten it down all the way, go ahead and pull your tool out of there, which the socket is stuck on there. So there we go. Now you might be able to get a better look at it because the new part is actually shiny, and there it is right there. That shiny piece right there is the new part. So I could probably put my hand on it. Yep. See? I covered it up. There it is. Covered it up. There it is. Covered it up. There it is. So that's literally where the sensor is. So how you find it, take your hand, go up under here, all right? Up under there, and literally lift your finger up and you'll be touching it. See? See my finger? I'm waving at you guys. Ooh. There it is right there. So after you put it in, you tighten it down. You hand tighten it first, then you use the socket. Super simple. Just go ahead, plug the connection back into the sensor, and then the job is done. Make sure you clean up your mess, put your tools away, and that's how you replace an oil pressure sensor on your Impala. So if you like the video, you like the work I did, you like the information I gave, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next video. Peace.